Stadium, home to the Beavers, and you better get used to the sound of chainsaws as the fans here have been ready for this clash since early this morning. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Beavers will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. So Oregon's will be in a hole thanks to that short return. They've met in the so-called toilet bowl, and they've played to go to the Rose Bowl. It's run the gamut, but this one is always intense.
Yeah, Reese, I called that game back in 2009 where the winner was going to go to the Rose Bowl, and I had a chance to really feel the electricity and the excitement at Autzen Stadium that day. This really is a tremendous rivalry.
And even when a Rose Bowl isn't on the line, Oregon State just feels good. The in-state rivalry, the hate, it's always a good matchup.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's one of the reasons I love this linebacker, man. He can rush the passer. He does a great job timing his blitz, and with that speed, he's able to get home quickly.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Ducks line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. So the Oregon State Beavers offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
They'll run it from the gun. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
On the option. He'll toss it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back goes in motion. Give to the running back. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a second and running to the left. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on second down. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And now on second down for this offense. Off play action. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
You get 5 sacks in a game the way this defense did last week, and it's going to make your offensive coordinator second-guess himself a little bit with respect to protections. I'm not...
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. A program whose history is built on speed. Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to play a year ago. They were ready for a war. They came out, they took it to Oregon State. They didn't back off, Jesse. That game meant a lot to them.
Yeah, they just caught fire early, and Oregon State couldn't put the fire out. They had no answers. Every possession Oregon had, it seemed like they were going up and down the field. So a big challenge for Oregon State in this one is to try to get off to a great start.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The Ducks have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run play action. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Sam Houston rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. They'll leave it with him. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Beavers have this offense rolling. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Beavers with the 1st and 10. Getting some heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Really need to find... He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there. And as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotion surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He makes the catch. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think
just plowing down the field. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First down to start the drive after the break. The quick out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll pull it on the read. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. The give to the tailback. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The Beavers will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. The Ducks are in the hurry up. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. And he won't the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
I definitely like being the quarterback coach of this guy because he makes me look good. I mean, he makes me defend the whole field as a defense and all the weapons and all the options, and then he can do that. He can take it himself, glide into the end zone, and get 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Oregon 17, Oregon State 7.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catch.
Throws toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle? Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. It is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
Ball in the air, intercepted! He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, he set his offense up at the 30.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll immediately call timeout. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Ducks are threatening in the red zone. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got it on the move. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Ducks trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Fires into the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to him. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, from Corvallis to Eugene, there are some ornery folks and some emotional fan bases in this always contentious battle between the Ducks and Beavers. And a first half that's been dominated by this special teams unit. How often do we say that? But it's a dynamite group who understands football isn't just about offense and defense. And what they've done through 2 quarters is help tilt the scales of this game. What adjustments the other sides can make is going to go a long way in determining who wins this game.
The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They're bringing... Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20.
The returner is tackled down at the 42.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Finds his back in the middle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Ducks are on the move. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure.
He caught it! Touchdown! Oregon. And the punishment has been extended. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense gets set for second down. Wide out in motion. He wants to pass it on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Coming after it. It's caught downfield. Oh, look out. There he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And the Beavers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the offense. He wants to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dances away from the heat. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. And it's caught! Touchdown, Beavers! I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the middle. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. To the air on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Finds his target down the middle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Out of the backfield, he's open. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Ducks decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a move. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Now on the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You've got to get it back.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. He's going up top. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Beaver! And the comeback is on. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Now they'll try to get the two and make it a 3-point game late. Looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. After the penalty, the playbook is wide open on 1st and 5. He's looking to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Coming out with it, it's Wallace. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. He'll pull it down and run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
On the play. Offense facing
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the first down on 4th and 1.
Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Now the toss. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Trying to escape and get it himself. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground. The Beavers want to pick up the tempo.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The Beavers have moved it inside the 20. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Nice job by the defense staying collegiate. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
From the gun on 3rd down. Throwing right. A strike downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Fights off a defender. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching staffs. This is a game that's going to get talked about for an entire year. And you talk about wanting to get revenge, it's going to take some time.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been